Today, the Nigerian government no longer obey court orders. The sanctity of our court of laws has been desecrated to the extent that anybody can stop the court proceeding or even burn down the entire court if judgment is not in his favor. Thugs find their way into the hallowed chambers of the Senate and take away the mace. Nigerian police became so proactive to the extent that they sealed up the Kano State House of Assembly to stop the impeachment process of the Speaker, Kano State House of Assembly. Unabated killings in Nigeria either by herdsmen or armed bandits. Political office holders spend money without due process. What is this country, Nigeria, turning into? A lawless country or a banana republic? And how did we get here? Hello and welcome to the Street Show with DMItv. My name is Kwado Igboko. Now let's go and find out what the people on the street have to say about this. Come along. A quick question. What do you have to say about the state of lawlessness and disregard to the rule of law in Nigeria?
Actually, if we are talking about rule of law, it seems Nigerians, even the government as it is, it's as if they don't even know what rule of law means. There are features of rule of law. We have supremacy of the Constitution, equality before the law, and human rights. If you can take this holistically, you will see even the government are the ones circumventing the Constitution. The case of Dino recently and the likes of IGP that was called by the Senate and he was running, I want to look at it from the moral aspect. If you see even the Senate, they have failed us. They are not upholding the Constitution. They too, they are trying to override the Constitution. So the rule of law has been shattered and battered in this country.
State of lawlessness in Nigeria has gotten to its peak that I'm surprised. Wherever there's lawlessness, progress is retarded. You can't have speedy success, speedy progress, achievements when there's lawlessness. The impunity is gross, is massive.
Everybody feels they are above the law. I'm the president, I can do whatever. He feels, okay, I'm above the law, I can do whatever I want to do. Saraki can do whatever he wants to do. He will tell you, I don't report to anybody. He feels he's above the law. So it boils down to corruption and pride and ego.
As a matter of fact, this issue of impunity in terms of lawlessness that works, that's ongoing in this country came because of this government. This government, the present government, actually is the cause. As a matter of fact, during the time of Jonathan, it wasn't as pronounced as this. So I think the president himself gave, supports this lawlessness. If not, how can the National Assembly invite the Inspector General of Police and he refused to come? Because the president supports that. If not, why won't he come? We have to respect the rule of law in terms of balancing the democracy, the legislature, the judiciary, and the executive.
I think if we want to be frank, that is one of the major challenge that we are having in Nigeria today. A situation where some individuals think that they are above the law. And it shouldn't be like that. A situation where the court of law will find somebody guilty, an individual guilty of a charge. And then some other people will put themselves together and come and intervene. The court will not be able to rule. And in a situation where a court will rule and some other individuals will come and say no, they will intervene and then the court case will be reversed. The truth is, it's a great challenge.
So what do you think is the permanent solution to this outrageous lawlessness?
Outrageous, I like that word. When the power that be, especially, begin to know that no matter how big you are, no matter how highly placed you are supposed to respect the laws of the land.
Nigeria is gradually turning into a failed state. because the government of the day has little or no regards for our judiciary. But my personal opinion, I think maybe because of the man in power, which is Mr. President. Because from history you can track it back to 1983 when then General Muhammadu Buhari overthrew a democratically elected president. So for me, I think right from then he has no regards for democracy. And that's what we're seeing right now.
Okay, so what do you think is a permanent solution to this outrageous disregard for the rule of law?
For us to correct the mistake of 2015, which is Mr. President should take a bow and go. I think that's my suggestion.
It will be better for the federal for the government to overhaul judiciary, to stop court corruption, because what is causing all this rubbish is court corruption. Some judges are pastors, whereas they are corrupt too. We know them. Some EFCC staff, after preparing like a lackadaisical charges, they acted together with some judges to prevent success outcome of a criminal matter. So the federal government is mobilizing some criminals in legal institutions. So what the federal government should do is to overhaul. If the federal government knows that the federal government is not corrupt, let the federal government overhaul the system.
So what do you think is a permanent solution to this outrageous lawlessness?
Freedom of speech should be allowed to excel. Without freedom of speech, this country is going nowhere. Without freedom of speech, our President Muhammadu Buhari, will not do well. Because it's the speech from you and me about any wrongdoing in Nigeria will correct his mistakes. And he will look, when we're in London, we attack, when Tinubu do something, we bombard him. Tinubu make U-turn and say, okay, hence you don't want this way, let's do it this way. That is what our president should be doing.
Nigeria is a blessed country. Our forefathers took their time to build this nation, but now our leaders have decided to turn this country into a lawless nation. Now the question is, what are you willing to do to make this country a better place? My name is Kwado Igboko, reporting for DMItv.